rajin matalanga sambala wata karabu wata karabu wata karabu wata karabu oh wata karabu wata karabu wata karabu mama wata karabu wata karabu wata karabu oh wata karabu wata karabu wata karabu wata karabu wata karabu wata karabu walele Anita Malego bet geniste no pera Bukanita ligo mara ruwa takul fesip talia Bukanita ligo rayen ruwa takul fesip talia Wata karabuye mata kelim alekevu Mutugi waja itaga marufu mutugi waja Ululu mutugi waja itaga marufu mutugi waja Wata karabu oh wata karabu wata karabu wata karabu mama wata karabu wata karabu wata karabu Anita medimara matalanga sambara wata karabu lele wata karabu wata karabu walele Anita medurajin matalanga sambara wata karabu oh wata karabu wata wata karabu oh wata karabu wata karabu wata karabu wata karabu wata karabu wata karabu walele wata karabu wata karabu wata karabu la wata karabu wata karabu wata karabu Mutugi waja itaga marufu mutugi waja Mutugi waja ya junubin silibu my land for Africa Yaudana wari matakalim wana masuma Lasima wari matakalim ita masuma le Hey hey Wata karabu 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 walele wata karabu wata karabu wata karabu walele Kanal Maruf Sili
Yes, let us talk viewers. Salam khasa wa nizba alaikum كل من المشاهدين الموجودين هنا سانكارا مانديلا سلمي هاشم Amir Jacob and maybe there is a couple people here. I don't see your names, but I'm not ignoring you. Facebook is giving us trouble just to see people names and to see who are watching live right now. Tahiyya khasa wa nizba alaikum. Good evening wherever you are. If you are in North America, Canada, USA, Mexico, I'm gonna go like good evening. For those who are in Europe, it is early morning across Europe to Egypt, Sudan, South Sudan, all the way to South Africa, and good afternoon to those who are in Australia, Japan, China, Philippines, and Malaysia. I am glad to be with you to have another healthy conversation. I look forward, it is a continuation of episode 1, episode 2, episode 3. Today we have episode 3. and to continue our conversation, the way forward towards healing, forgiveness, reconciliation, rebuild, and then coexistence. So that will be our topic tonight. Will be about rebuild the social fabric or social fabric building. Before I get into my topic, let us talk decorum here. Just a gentle reminder to people who are watching and who will watch it later. Please, in the beginning, just want to send a friendly reminder, a brotherly reminder. Please, let us stay in touch with our loved one. This time we are going through a hardship with the pandemic, coronavirus all over the place. People are struggling. People are going through a lot of stress. Missing the human touch. Even not, forget about the other stress, financial stress, whatever, people have some health complication. They have so many things they worry about, their well-being, about their family, catching corona and somebody may will die. And with all this anxiety, you get bad news. Every single day, a friend, a relative, a family member, somebody pass away. So this is enough stress. And to live in isolation, that you are living in your own house, if you don't have family member, or you have just your partner, or she's in, he's out, or whatever it is, there is a lot of stress. We go through it. And let us stay in touch with people that we know, because it is very, very important that we encourage them by reconnecting with people, by making phone calls. You will give them hope. Maybe somebody's thinking about anything else. It might be suicidal, even thinking about, offing their life. But that phone ring will save life. Believe me, there is a lot of stories. We heard about them. Somebody who was about to, not movies, somebody who is about to commit a suicide. I prepare the rope, the chair, whatever, they want to jump on it, and phone call start ringing, it reset them. What is it? Who is this? I have to answer, I don't have to answer. And then that phone call will reset them. I don't think all of us are thinking about being suicidal, but the stress of life even will make you sick. So please make that phone call. Call that cousin, call that uncle, call that brother, call that sister, call that a child of yours, son, daughter. Get connected with them. That is from the social part of it. Just a gentle reminder, yeah, hello, my nephew here from my niece, sorry, from Calgary. Good to see you. Yeah. Let us stay in touch with our loved one, with our family member. Just make those random phone calls. Stay connected. It will boot you up. It will cheer you up. Will give you extra energy to keep yourself going, because we are social anymore. We need each other. That phone calls, that messenger call, little joke, little news, good news here, encouragement, that will help. Coming back to let us talk decorum. Please, let us have a civil conversation. We are not here to insult each other. Charles, welcome. Yeah, we are not here to insult each other, but we are here just to have a healthy conversation. I am not claiming that I know it all, but with the limited understanding that I have, I will share it with you. and I look forward for your participation as well. Bring your perspective. Yes, it is true. That golden second separating a simple phone call will prevent life. Thank you. We are here just to have a healthy conversation. Whatever the topic is, let us learn from each other. Let us carry on. And that little conversation will make a change, will impact somebody's life, will get an advice out of it, will learn something, and I appreciate it. At least you who are here right now, you appreciate this conversation. That is why you are here. And I never claim that I am the expert, but just a little bit, a drop here and there will take us somewhere. So let us have a healthy conversation. This is not a place to be abusive to nobody. Don't belittle my humble self. I will never belittle you. So let us just have a simple conversation. And also, this is the way we learn. We have to disagree to agree. So we carry on our conversation. We learn from each other. We encourage each other. Sometimes we might be able to come with some recommendation that somebody will find it, it is applicable somewhere. Also, please monitor your comment. If you want to be abusive to somebody, there is no place for it. They are with you on Facebook, on Messenger. You can call them, tell them whatever you want to tell. There is no point to humiliate somebody publicly. We reserve the right to protect ourselves, to protect you, the viewer, and to protect the participant. So let us have a healthy conversation. Also, if you are gonna come to the screen, please make your camera more stationary, stable, for a couple reasons. The main reason, it is unhealthy, it is dangerous for people with epilepsy. ما يعرف بمرض الصرع. When image is shaky, it affects them. It arouse ممكن إنه يسبب لهم حالة الزول ممكن يقع بمرض وكلام بالشكل ده. So this shaky image on the screen is not good. The second purpose also, it is annoying to the viewer when somebody is sitting there trying to focus with you, على أساس إنه to listen to you or to see you and your camera كل شوية مهزوز متعب. أيضا for privacy, be extra careful. Camera ممكن يقع يقلب لاتجاه. You don't want to show that part of that side of your house. It happened a lot. It happened in other network. People come in with some weird things. Sometimes men, they don't wear pants under their jacket or shirts. So when camera fall off, there is other surprises. So we don't want those things to happen. Also, to avoid any inconvenience, if you want to exit your participant, just let me know. I will take you off the screen. We'll drop you when you are ready. Coming back to the lobby, who will bring you to carry on with your conversation, because we don't want somebody taking live on a live show, going to the bathroom or any surprises. This is humiliating to yourself and disrespect also to our viewers. So those are the little things. We have to be extra careful with it. And also when you are coming live, wear something appropriate. Respect, the stage that you are coming to. We never ask anybody to suit up or, just wear something appropriate, something that you can welcome guests, you can welcome your in-laws with it, you can go to church or you can go to mosque in a prayer or wherever you go. So, this is not a place to show your privilege. Please, that one, leave it for your loved one, leave it for your companion or your partner. So this is not a place to show your six-pack, neither to show your, silicone stuff or the plastic surgery that you did. This is not a place to come and prep it up for us. So, yeah, wear something appropriate, something respective. If it is still showing, but this is a God-given thing, so what can we do with it? So yeah, greeting to you, brother Angelo Cassiano, good to see you. Also, if you are a guy, there is, I will not approve a vanilla cut, because this is a historical event. We are recording it. Regardless of how many people are watching, there is hundreds will watch, because we are broadcasting live on YouTube as well and Facebook, so it is gonna be there. And to avoid any inconvenience, لو إذا شكلك بعدين بقى مش ولا بد في الصورة ظهر شوية عريان بتاعك, if you ask me to delete the video, I will never delete the video, because this is my leisure time. I'm using it to participate, to give something back to my community. انت يا غلطان, you decide to come to my show, انت عريان ولا حصل شنو في show في during the conversation, ما عندي رحمة على أساس إنه يتعاطف معك, لأنه ده خسارة كبيرة بالنسبة للكلام اللي إنه we are doing. So therefore, come in, come ready, come in, that you want to be part of this conversation. On that note, I don't think there is a lot to be added. I will get into my topic right away, which is about the halakha بالعربي بسيط, ده الحلقة الثالث. We started with the injustice, لأنه the way forward to bring settlement Republic of South Sudan, we have to go through many processes, including, first of all, we have to acknowledge what went wrong. الانجستس, عدم العدالة لأنه حصل في جنوب السودان ما هي. اوكي, إذا كان على مستوى الاجتماعي ولا مستوى السياسي ولا مستوى الاقتصادي ولا مستوى بتاعت الأمن العام. And we talk about it في episode 1. There is injustice على تمثيل بتاع دولة في مؤسسات بتاعت حكومة, في أجهزة بتاعت الأمن, في معاملة بتاعت المواطن, في خدمات, في حاجات كتير. And we talk about it. الانسكيورتي لأنه أيضا مرحب مدام كريستينا جبارة, good to see you. أيضا في جوانب أخرى اللي هو الظلم, نهب بتاعت أراضي بتاعت ناس, نهب ممتلكاتهم, اغتصاب النساء, قتل الأطفال, قتل الرجال, اغتصاب حتى الرجال بيغتصبوهم أيضا, العجزة, حبوبات بيغتصبوهم, بيموتوهم, مش عارف ايه. So there is a lot of injustice في جنوب السودان. ما كلنا النهارده بنحسوا بأمن if I have to go home. Some of us might, some might not. So there is a lot happening in the background. Therefore, we have to acknowledge what went wrong, what is wrong, what the reason it create rebellion, why there is internal displaced people within the country, why there is a lot of refugee, a lot of people عايزول في جنوب السودان عايز يفتش سكة عشان انه يمرق. Okay, so yeah, your take is there, Brother Martin. I will come into the detail, but yes, I respect your opinion. But by the end of the day, myself personally, I love South Sudan. I love my ancestor land. أنا عايز أمشي استمتع بمنقل زراعة أبوي, بمنقل زراعة جدي, بدليفل زراعة حبوبتي. That is my right. And I will not compromise for anything for it. That is why I will continue to advocate, to live for that dream that one day South Sudan will settle. There will be peace, there will be harmony, there will be coexistence. It will never be 100% peaceful, but still there will be a way, a reasonable setting that people can live together. So, sorry. That was part one. I did talk about the injustice. Part two, I did talk about the forgiveness. When the wrongdoing is done, whoever committed the crime against one group, they need to admit their wrongdoing, to ask for forgiveness. And forgiveness, it is a state whereby you just change your negative feeling towards whoever committed you wrong. You turn that feeling into positive attitude. لأنه الزول اللي قتل أبوك ولا قتل أمك ولا قتل حبوبتك ولا اغتصب أختك بل مات. Can we bring those people back to life? I doubt it. There is no way. There might be a compensation, but when you compensate with the money, what is it? بيعوض الزول? No. حتى when you look at it في جنوب Sudan, how much they are going to compensate you. بالنسبة للزول قتل زول في جنوب السودان مفروض انه الدية يكون something ما يعادل $50. ده الموجود في الدستور بتاع جنوب السودان. $50 يعني شنو؟ You know, God forbid. ممكن تمشي تقتل لك 10 نفر وتدفع $500. This is stupid and this is silly. Okay? So therefore it favor namuju. It doesn't make sense. دية $50 يعني شنو? You know. حتى when you think about في العالم الأول, like when the Minnesota government decided to compensate a family of George Floyd with $27 million $27 مليون دولار أمريكي. Do you think ال $27 مليون ده بيعود الأسرة، بيعود قيمة بتاع الزول. whoever is sitting here لو إذا قالوا يقتلوا أبوك ولا أختك ولا جناك ولا مرتك ولا صاحبك. Yes, in South Sudan maybe people are doing it these days, لكن if you are a mother وقالوا يقتلوا جناك ويدفعوا لك 27 مليون انت بتقول yes، ولا يقتلوا أمك ولا حبوبتك. I don't think so. So ما أظن إنه الناس اللي ماتت إحنا بنقدر نعوضهم. So what can we do? Yes, accountability must be there in the place, and there must be a punitive measure in place. People who commit crime against humanity, they must be brought to book 100%. لكن من الجانب الثاني at the social level, I think ده مسؤوليتنا على أساس we have to forgive each other. And forgiveness, you may forgive but you will never forget. ده من حقك. You know, that was حلقتنا في المرة اللي فاتت وأنا اتكلمت عن forgiveness على مستوى بتاع our social level. خليك من الحكومات. You know, it is a social politics. Politics, you start at home. You start with the friendship. You start with the neighborhood. You start with the village, and then it upgrades itself حتى إنه يصل في الستيج الكبير. So, from my perspective, there is no reason على أساس إنه yes, my people suffer a big deal. قتلوا أهلي في غرب بحر الكسال، نهبوا أراضي، أهلي شردوهم، اغتصبوا أخواتنا، عملوا حاجات بطال فينا. ده متيانغونيور تحت حكومة بتاع الفقير. لكن هل الدنكاو بتاع رومبيك ولا بتاع يورل ولا بتاع ويل ولا بتاع بورا لأنه موجود معي هنا في كالغاري ولا في كندا ولا في أمريكا، أنا بعادي وشان شنو؟ Why I consider him as an enemy؟ ما لم إنه his act or her act is supporting الحاجة لأنه الحكومة بتاع جوبا قاعد يعمله. لما يقتلوا ناس قتلوا أهل فريتيد مثلا somebody who will come around على أساس إنه يقول yeah this is a job well done. أيوة أنا بعتبر إنه بحسبه مع النظام. لكن الدنكاوي ولا الدنكاوية القاعدين في النيبرهود ذنبه شنو؟ ما له ذنب. you know إذا ده ناس نوير مشوا هاجموا شلوك، هل شلوك هاجم نوير or whoever ولا فريتيد هاجم دينكا، why I will be considered the enemy unless I am a facilitator. I contributed. I send money. قلت لهم امشي اشتروا سلاح، امشي اشتروا سكاكين عشان انه تمشي تقتلوا ناس فلان. Then 100% I am part of it. لكن Islam أساهم. Okay, and I am just living my life here. Or because الناس the ناس أولي أو هاجموا أهلي في الراجة بعملوا لهم something bad, then I have to consider أي زول أو عدو. No, that doesn't make sense at all. So, Sister Anna Modi, good to see you. That was part 2. A process to reconciliation, it is. That will be the part 4 that will talk about it. Like in today, we want to talk about the rebuilding the social fabric. Yes, we know very well Al-Hakuma of the Juba, Mara siyasa of the divide and conquer, divide and rule, Farik to suit, okay? Or بتاعت القبلية وعنصرية وجهوية وإقليمية, which is well known as demagoguing. And they continue to do it. يمشوا لناس دينكا يقولوا على أساس إنه ناس بلندا ديل ولا ناس كريش ديل ولا ناس جوبا ناس باري ولا ناس نوير ديل, they want to take over the power. So يا سلاطين يا الناس كبار جيبوا أولادكم so that to defend الحكومة بتاع دينكا. هل حكومة الموجود في جوبا النائب رئيس مجلس الرئاسة ما في نوير موجود هناك في رياض مشار، في وانيجا ده زول بتاع إيكواتوريا، في مجلس الوزراء في ناس بتاعت جنوب السودان كله، ناس مارتين إليا لومرو وانيجا ناس what do you call مدام أنجلينا and the list will go. ناس رزق زكريا، ناس بيتر أزرق، those are فرتيت موجودين في مجلس في حكومة بتاع national unity. Why the Dinka are the one only to come out to go and protect this government? This is a manipulation. So احنا محتاجين نقول no, انتوا كلكم حرامية. ناس بتاعت ما يسمى I call them the Oyeee party. So regardless of whatever, they name themselves Viva, they name themselves Oyeee, they name themselves whatever, they are still the same, you know, the same school. ما شفنا أي حاجة منهم. كراب ونهب واكتساب وقتل وتشريد ومرض وجوع وجهل وتقلف وكل الحاجات البطال ده. في شنو الكويس قاعد يعمل نفسه في جنوب السودان as a matter of fact? Can somebody tell me? حاجة الكويس إنه يعني مثلا في شوارع بنو كتب شارع بتاع جوبا نومالي ده بمساعدة من المعونة الأمريكية، ده هدية من الحكومة الأمريكية. حكومة جنوب عمل شنو؟ billions and billions of قروش اللي نرسلوا لهم. Nothing. Okay, so this is whereby مواطن حالة بتاع مواطن في جنوب السودان النهارده أوحش من حالة بتاع مواطن بالأمس لما كان تحت حكم بتاع جلابة. It is the truth. في زمن شكل بتاعنا مع جلابة we never had something called internal displace unit داخل السودان، على انه في قوات بتاع الامم المتحده بيحمي مواطنين داخل جمهوريه السودان القديم. خليك من الحاجات التانية، ده الريفوجي ومش عارف ايه، مضاعف أكتر من حربتنا مع جلابة. What is the government? What they are doing? Nothing. So, how are we gonna go about this rebuilding our social fabric? First of all, احنا محتاجين كجنوبيين محتاجين انه نعرف نفسنا. We need to get to know each other. يعني أغلب الجنوبيين دلوقتي لو إذا سألت أي زول نادي لي أسامي قبائل بتاع جنوب السودان، لو إذا المهتم شديد ممكن إنه يذكر لك 20 بمشي بقيف. إذا البقى فاهم شديد ممكن يديك 30. لكن what do you know about those tribes? Anything. How much you know about them? Just what is their value? Basic thing, how they conduct themselves, how they understand each other, how they respect their elder, how they respect their women, what are their process for their marriage, how they live their social life. جنا لما بيولدوا what they do. زول لما بيموت what they do. Literally we know nothing about each other. And this is ignorance. And that is whereby, I don't know you, I built my block على أساس إنه I cannot interact with you. ما هو في قبائل في جنوب السودان ده بيقولوا ناس دل سهرة، ناس بتاع سحر. Okay? It is a mist out there. But did you manage to live with those people and to understand السر what is the magic بتاع السحر بتاعكم ده شنو؟ No. Like my people معروفين قال عندنا تير كريش. The Baya people. Yes, but what is the use of this tear crash? It is reality, it is there, but الشغل بتاع tear crash ده شنو what it does. الآخرون ما عندهم استعداد على أساس إنه to learn or to know anything about it، بس بيشيلوا زي ما هو كده مقفول. في ناس قال في الزاندة بتاع بامبيا I believe if the name is correctly، إذا مطر بدأ ينزل شكشاك بتاع مطر ما تخليه يكون وراك، لأنه المطر لما بينزل جسمه they get juice bump وبعد كده بيقوم بيقلب نمر ممكن إنه يأكلك، وإنت لازم إنه كان ماشي معه حسيت إنه في نمر في مطر بدأ ينزل either you stop or make sure إنت عندك صوت، عشان إنه لما كان شعر بتاع نمر ده بدأ يطلع في جسمه you start whooping them to reset them. دي مجرد أوهام. This is something we were in Anzara I heard about it قالوا لنا. Okay, and you make sure من ما مطر شكشاك بدأ يعمل نفسه كيف either تستنى المطر يقطع أو you don't leave or you try to make it to run home quickly. قعدنا في التونج في حاجة اسمها كويكوي، قال بيجي بالليل بكلكتك في كتفة كده لو إذا ما تعين له. أوكي؟ بس لو إذا حسيت بحاجة لمسك في كتفك اجري لقدام على طول، لأنه لو إذا عينت له بقلع عيونك وبيقولوا ده ناس أو بقلبوا. There is too much things that we don't know about each other لأنه ما ادينا لنفسنا فرصة. So افتكر إنه let me say this. I am very 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 positive. مهما كان طال الزمن جنوب السودان will settle. الناس اللي بيقتلوا ناس في جنوب السودان دلوقتي بتاع نون جانمان بتاع ماتيانيور بتاع دودكوبين بتاع تريك 0.20 ميليشيات الجداد اللي انه قاعدين يكونوهم كل حاجة عنده نهاية بتاعه. كل حاجة عنده نهاية بتاعه. It will come to an end. وجنوبين they must find a way على أساس إنه to live side to side. No disrespect to those who are no disrespect to those who are thinking about separation, to separate from Republic of South Sudan. It is their right. But I hope collectively المجموعات التانية they will work على أساس إنه to make the unity beautiful, to make the unity appeal, to make there is interest, there is good thing في جنوب السودان الواحد عشان إنه to keep those who are thinking about separation to stay. Greeting to you, my dear sister Patricia, good to see you. You know, it is our collective responsibility. Majalaba fail على أساس إنه to make the unity attractive. That is why separation, 98.9% or whatever, just say 99% of Junubin, they vote for separation. Lakin what we get after the separation? Ligina zift, ligina mot, ligina jo, ligina marad, ligina kirahiyya, ligina tashrid, ligina kull al-hajat al-batala. But I will never regret voting for separation. Because struggle must continue. زي ما إنه قدرنا نحرر نفسنا من جلابة, time will come هنحرر نفسنا من جالين الجدد بتاع الجوبا. Those who are killing our loved one, raping our mothers, our grandmothers, our daughters, even men's being raped, okay, looting our land, destroying our crops, torturing us. Time will come, that thing will come to an end. That is why I am sending those messages. What can we do to bring this bridge building? How are we gonna build those bridges? And I believe there is a lot of easy step that we can take them, and one of them is a friendship. Okay, through friendship we can do a lot. And let me go back. Friendship. We have a problem as Junubin. Okay? Those al-Shoaya al-Mawjudin hina, I wonder, when you think about it, if you are from Equatoria, do you have any Dinka friend? Do you have any Fertit friend? Do you have any, where am I? Sorry, that was wrong. Do you have any Nuer friend? And if you are from Western Bahr al Khazal, I will ask you, do you have any Luo friend? Do you have any Dinka friend? Do you have any Equatorian, Bari, Zande, Latuka, Fajulu? Do you have any Shuluk, any Nuer friend that you consider them as a friend? You visit, you socialize, you sit down with them, you talk with them. Do you have any? Okay. If you don't have any, I urge you, my brother, I urge you, my friend, please look for one. There is some good Fertit out there. You can make them your friend through Facebook and elevate this level of friendship to a different level. Somebody that you talk, somebody that you got to know their family, got to know their roots, got to understand their culture, got to learn even their basic thing, their greeting. If you are a Dinka man or a Dinka woman, look for a friend in Equatoria, in Upper Nile, in Fretit land, in Zander land, in Baka land, in Mundu land. That will ease off the tension. And I believe we have a lot of people who continue to maintain their friendship. Those who have been to Busare school, who have been to Mbili school, who have been to Juba commercial, who have been to Loka, who have been to Malakal. They continue to maintain their friendship. They continue to talk to each other. They continue to interact. Friendship doesn't cause anything. Can you elevate this level of friendship? Make it not just through Facebook, hi, whatever, oh, beautiful picture, and you stop there. Got to know the person. Get on that messenger. Pick 5 people, and I promise you, after this show, I will pick 5 of my friends. I have a bunch of them there, but I will make sure I spoke to 5 on my list, South Sudanese, women or men, randomly. Okay? Not if they are not there, no. I will do my best so that I have to speak to 5 random people that I never talked to them before. ما بعرفهم ولا من مدرسة ولا أي حاجة. متأكدين أنت جنوبية ولا جنوبي سوداني. I will call them. I need to know you. We are friends on Facebook. That means there is interest. Yes, virtually we are not in the same space, but we are connected. I need to know you and to have a conversation with them. Maybe this thing will evolve, will develop itself to something else. Got to know about their family. This is my initiative. Can you, شوية الموجودين هنا, can each one of you make such a commitment, please? I'm not pushing you, but it is just a proposal. Okay? Because I will give you a prime example here, like my sister Anna Modi here. Okay? Facebook brought us together. I never met her at all. Lakin Shah Zurufin, I was in Edmonton. There is a Bari community party. I went there with my nephew, had a chance to meet her in person. So we interact, we took picture together, and we used to talk from time to time. This is one tangible life example here. I can share it. The same thing. This sister Patricia, we never met in person, but under certain circumstances, we had a chance to talk, and they can attest to that. And we have an open communication. We exchange ideas. We encourage each other. You know. So let us take this friendship serious. This initiative of friendship, let us take it to the next level. If proactively and interactively we are doing it, that will pave a way for so many things ahead of us in this beautiful country called Republic of South Sudan. We need to be a doer, to talk the talk and walk the walk. This is part of our collective responsibility. It won't cost you anything. And let us take this level of communication to the next level. Because friendship will widen our spectrum. Let us say we are living in Canada and I have a friend somewhere here around Alberta. Hey, I got to know them, got to know their family. I am going to South Sudan. I must stop in Juba. Imagine just being practically. Hey, please. My mother, my dad suffer from a back pain. If you don't mind, please, there is this Tylenol or Advil or Voltaren, something. Please, when you get to Juba, try to call this number, call my brother, call my sister, you know, take this medication to my mom or my dad. And by doing this simple thing, you get to Juba, you وصلت اليوم الثاني اتصلت. Hey Ladu, اسمي John Garang. I'm coming from Canada. We used to live in the same village with your brother, with your cousin, with your sister. Is my neighbor. اداني تكلفة على أساس إنه hey brother Ndirinda, good to see you. اداني كلفني بشوية دواء على أساس إنه I have to pass it to the family. Or you know what? Let me come and stop by. If it is okay, when it is convenient, allow me to come and say hello to the family. You go, you visit them, okay? You visit them. You took some picture with the family member. When are you coming back? In Taraji, قالوا لك hey, في شوية كومبو هنا كده. If you don't mind, take it with you back to, you know, to Laku in Canada or in Australia. Now, when you are going لبيت بتاع ناس Laku in Juba, أكيد إنه your relative, your family member, بالذات أنت جاي من أمريكا ولا جاي من أستراليا, they will not leave you alone. Somebody going to accompany you from your family in Juba, whether your brother, your sister, your nephew, your niece, they are going to meet that family member. Now you widen the spectrum of this friendship. ما بينك with family بتاع John Garang اللي هو myself. I am John Garang tonight, and Laku family here in Canada. Now those people, they got to know each other there. Okay, the other way around, Laku is going back to South Sudan from Canada. He's visiting. He may take message, he will take anything to my family. Now he's gonna meet my brother, gonna meet my cousin, gonna meet my family member. So this is the easier way. كلونا من سياسة, كلونا من حكومة, كلونا من الكلام ده. ما لمنه يكون somebody who is working, you know, part of this regime. He celebrate لو إذا حاجة حصل any other community. He's cheering for the government. He's strongly supporting what Salva Kiir is doing. Then this is something we need to pull ourselves back, and we consider that individual is our enemy. Yes, Salva Kiir with his entourage, they are my enemy. Because they are torturing our women, they are killing my people, putting them to starvation. They are not willing to provide them with any service. They are not allowing our kids to go to school. So they are the enemy of my people, and therefore they are my enemy. Now, this is something practically we can start with it, because another way, we used to be a little bit okay. Even at this moment where we are speaking right now, when you have, prior to Corona pandemic hit the globe, جنوبين قطعوا علاقاتهم. When you have death, not the extraordinary deaths which is taking place right now, تجي في محل بكا كان ده بكا بتاع ناس باري, you find it is people from Bari community only, and little bit few surround from Equatoria, people who are friend with that community, they come in, but the vast majority, you see that is specific group. حتى إنه الحوادث البطالة لأنه بيحصل هنا كان بتاع سيارة ولا عيال قتلوه مش عارف ايه. You don't see that sympathy from the entire community coming together, act of solidarity, show love, show support to that, the family of the deceased. It's not happening. نفس الشيء فارس. You see that specific group, it is people from the same region, from the same group, they hang around. This is bad. حتى لمستوى انه بقى عندنا في كنايس بتاع congregation. Come on. Come on. Is it not sickening? In Canada قال ده كنيسة بتاع مرو، قال ده كنيسة بتاع دينكا، ده كنيسة بتاع whoever قبائل الموجودين. Are you serious? قبيلة بتاع Jesus Christ شنو؟ They had to كتاب انتوا قاعدين تقروا هناك. When you come as a Dinka or you come as a Fajulu ولا بلندا ولا كريش ولا منو، قال ده كنيسة بتاعت قبيلة. ما بمعنى انه ذات انتوا ما بتعرفوا المسيحية. The Christianity never reach you. Yeah. لأنه في بلد في راجة ممكن انه في كنيسة بعمل صلوات بكريش لأنه في زول ما بيعرف عربي، في زول ما بيعرف انجليزي. لكن انت وصلت كندا كيف، وصلت امريكا كيف، وصلت استراليا كيف، وصلت بريطانيا كيف. If you cannot speak a little bit or understand a little bit of English and Arabic. You know, what is it? إلا إنه يكون في بايبل ولا في السورة بتاع آيات بتاع دينكا ولا آيات بتاع بلندا ولا آيات بتاع كريشيا بقرأوه في الكنيسة ده. Why you want to Jesus unite us. يلاقي Chinese praise Jesus، يلاقي خواجة، يلاقي هندي مش عارف ايه، باكستاني، أفغانستاني. I have a Pakistani pastor in my Catholic church in Medicine Hat. The previous pastor was a Chinese, and then there is a Mexican, and then there is a Pakistani. They lead Catholic Church here in Canada. So Christianity is religious, is universal thing. Bring us together. حتى في مستوى بتاعنا الجنوبيين عايزين نمشي نعمل congregation بتاع قبيلة. ما something is wrong with us. We criticize Cuba, but what are we doing in diaspora? Why we have Dinka Church in Calgary? It is a reality. There could be a South Sudanese church can provide a service. ترانيم ما كلنا كلنا نعلم ترنيم واحد بروتان بلندا، نعلم ترنيمة تاني بروتان دينكا، ترنيمة تاني بروتان أشولي. And during the services ممكن نرنموا ترانيم المختلفة and we go in cycle. What is wrong with that? Lay Calgarian, somebody here, the official language for the country are English and French. He can understand English. عايز يشرح له بايبل بتونغ مونجان. This is sickening. What are you talking about after the church? This is number one. And this friendship will take us to a different level. Thank you for sharing this experience. Brother Martin, your mom and dad, they used to live in Gongreal for 30 years. No problem at all. But this foreign party in Juba is the one demagoguing us, using this strategy of divide and rule, divide and conquer. Yeah, farrik to suit. Myself, as a child, I studied school in Tonj area. This is where I went to Madrasa Bongo Primary School. My dad used to work there. My dad's first job was in Awil, in this Awil Rise Scheme project. This is where he started his first job. A couple sisters were born in Awil. There is no problem. In early 70s, my dad used to travel to Rumbek, to travel to Gogrial, to Awil, all these places. And when he go for a visit, the Dinka people, they celebrate, they welcome him with songs. They compose song. Very unfortunate. A lot of those songs were recorded on cassette اللي هو شريط بتاع مسجل. We don't have record. I hope it was digital, like cheering him, welcoming him. But what happened suddenly now across South Sudan, people look at Dinka and say Dinka are bad people. I'm not weeding out a specific group. What happened? Something is wrong with us. We need to go back to where we used to be. And this problem starts mainly with Kokora. Because there is a lot of misbehavior. It provokes people to call for Kokora. I'm not advocating for Kokora, but let's set back. Let us go after Etefage Addis Ababa when Lago came home. Let us forge this friendship. Second part of it, another tool to bring our people together. It is through intermarriages. Yeah. Proud to claim that I'm a living example of intermarriage. And there is a lot intermarriage can bring. And I believe the Rwandans also, they learn a lot from intermarriage. Because the tribalism in Rwanda reached its maximum peak. There is a movie with the name It Happened in April. I will write the name down. Please watch that movie. Look for it on YouTube or whatever. It happened in April. I encourage Junubin to watch this movie. Oh, okay. It's sometimes on April anyway. It happened in April or sometimes in April anyway. Yeah, Gailam, I do have the movie on the desk, and it is a good movie to watch. It is about when the conflict erupted in Rwanda, and whenever I think about the movie, it put me right in the center of the movie. And to illustrate it, thinking about it, like my brother, he never been in the army, but the situation there is two brothers. One of them is married from, I'm not sure from Hutu or Tutsi, anyway, from the opposite tribe. And they have couple kids, beautiful kids, with beautiful wife. And it happened, the other brother was far away, okay? He assigned his brother to move his family out of the conflict zone. And they have to go through a lot of checking point, okay? Through a lot of checking point, whereby the Tutsi and the Hutu, you can tell from the picture, easy to tell, not like Junubin aleno ashkalum mulagbat, okay? So, and then, like, it is a huge responsibility. Even the brother was having a second thought, to kill his sister-in-law to get rid of her. Okay? But the kids, they become something in the middle, cafe au lait. You can tell they are not pure Hutu or not pure Tutsi. And that was a challenge for a brother, please. Maiza move, and this is where you see how people also got killed, even in churches, in thousands and thousands in one day. This movie, we want to reflect to it. Please watch this movie. And Brother Nirinda is mentioning another movie here. We need to reflect to it. And this is where the intermarriage will come. So the brother decided to put himself in a front line to try to manipulate the system, to fight with his command officer who was in charge of that checkpoint, so that to protect his sister-in-law and his nephews. And things get out of control. The women end up in Catholic church. Anyway, watch it, look for the movie, please. So, and it happened in South Sudan. But intermarriage will give us hope, because those children, as the result of this intermarriage, and let me bring my family into center of it. My kids are half Dinka, half Retit. Okay. Now, I hope they will do well. They will respect themselves till they will decide to get married. I don't have control over it. So that my daughter to get married to a Fretit man or to a Dinka man or to a Bari or a Sholo or any, I hope it will be within South Sudan. They will never end up with Chinese or Kawaja or, you know, African Canadian or whatever, or some weird African Congolese or Nigerian. No, I hope my kids, they will stay within our good people of South Sudan. But do I have control to force my kids, no, you must marry, not even within the Fertit, you must marry from Baya people or Kresh people? No. No. One of them, they will end up married somewhere, Latuko, Baka, Mundu, Nuer, Dinka, whatever. Now, my grandkids, they are spectrum, they are not Fretit only or mixed with Dinka only. They have relative. It expands itself across South Sudan. And if with the 4 children, each one of them decide to go and marry from different part of South Sudan, even they decide not to stay within Dinka and Kresh. Now my family expanded automatically. And They have relationship, they have relative in Equatoria, they have relative in Upper Nile, they have relative across South Sudan. And this is the nuclear of the new South Sudan that, in my vision, I envision it and I believe in it. I have to take it to the next level. This will bring hope. Because imagine also their spouse are gonna be children with mixed, with intermarriage. Let me say my son got married to a woman that she's half Nuer and a Latuko. Now, this new family, they came from 4 different tribes of South Sudan, with all 3 regions or through 3 main regions of South Sudan. I believe this is a good seed for the unity. So, intermarriage is a big aspect of it, very crucial. And I hope our government will offer special bonuses for the younger generation who will cross the line, will go and marry from out of their region completely. Because this tribalism is the one killing us. Dinka Agar marrying Dinka Agar. Shulo is married Shulo. Nuer is married Nuer. Balanda is marrying Balanda. Kresh is marrying Kresh. Ndogo with Ndogo. Fajulu with Fajulu. Latuka with Latuku. Ma we continue to cocoon ourselves, to capsulize ourselves within this, our tribal thing. And no disrespect to people who have, you know, they come from one race. They brag about it. Oh, I am a pure Latuko. I am a pure Dinka. And I am a pure Kresh. Come on. You are a global citizen now. You live in a global village. What is proud about Kresh? You want to brag about it. For example, if I have to take Kresh, okay, my people, literally all of us now, we are relative. We cannot marry within Kresh, pure Kresh. Because all of us, it happened, we are relative. Cousin, uncle, nephew. إلا إنه نعمل نظام زيتنا في بيتنا نظام جلابة. And then بيكون عنده آثار جانبية. بيكون في مجموعة من صفات المتناهية هيتراكم. So بيطلع أمة ولا شعب ضعيف. لأنه مجموعة من الصفات الوراثية التعبان هيتراكم within القبيلة. Lakin, if we have to go and bring a fresh blood from Nuerland, from Fajululand, from Makraka, or whatever tribe, I think we are renewing our DNA and making it stronger. The scientists will come and talk about it more. Lakin, let me whisper in your ear. If you are still bragging that I am a pure Dinka, I am a pure Nuer, I am a pure Shuluk, I will tell you, my brother, I will tell you, my sister, you are stupid. Yeah, you are somebody from Stone Age. It wasn't your choice that you want to brag about it. Abuk would have married an Ambororo woman who will it Maujana will bring you. Wala Marakawaja. Or Chinese, or Indian, or whatever. So don't be silly. It wasn't your choice that you want to be a pure Nuer. How are you going to keep this purity of Nuer or Kresh or Balanda or Dinka for how many generations? How long? Do you have control في عيالك? Yeah, you are a pure Nuer مشيت زوجتها pure Nuer, or pure Dinka مشيت زوجتها pure Dinka. ما في مشكلة. There is nothing called pure. For how long you are gonna keep it? Do you have control over your children? Do you have control over bitak, over waladak? No. I have my brother here. We are in the same situation. And we have a responsibility. We have to be the agent of change. It is a drop in a bucket. But if this water keep dropping overnight, ding, 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 for a couple days, hayamla al bucket there. Change will never happen overnight. But the journey of 1,000,000 miles starts with a single step. Are you willing to embark into that single step towards bringing our people, mixing them, amalgamate them, so that we have to have, this is whereby when, you know, all of us surwal da filibas da وحاجات da لخبط نوير شلوك مرلي بكا مكركا مش عارف ايه جنجل قولي. This is where we will start to call ourselves a nation. Because nobody will go and claim al assassino, oh, I am Jangal Gule. Yes, it is the name of tribe. Gradually. And this is where the next, whoever gonna be in power, will never be able, 20 years from now, 30 years from now, will never to have militia that are pure Kresh or pure Nuer, because Aliyal del Kulu logbotana fisum zelaham ras. This is how we can start re-stitching the social fabric, giving a better chance to the new generation. And I believe our kids, they are doing much, much better. Yeah, they know, you know, yeah, I am Kresh, or I am Nuer, or I am Dinka, but they don't have this issue. Let us encourage them in that direction. Another aspect to way to re-stitch and strengthen this relationship, and this is something very unique. We have it mainly in Western Bahr el Ghazal, the in-blood relationship, which is well known as Siddom. Yeah, that is something unique. We have the bragging right to brag about it. It is a unique relationship that is, it surpasses the friendship, and also it surpasses the marriage, because there is a lot of red tape, a lot of protocol. In marriage it happens infidelity. Marriage collapse. كل زول بيمشي في اتجاهه. في friendship مصالح change, friendship might will die. But this great relationship, I put it in the screen, in blood or Siddom. This is a relationship that nothing will change it. If you did anything, you conspire, or there is, you know, you went wrong, you break the rule, it is on your skin, it will impact you right away. And you have to take it serious. And it requires two family members from different group or different tribe to to have this relationship. And may the Almighty raise the pure soul of our grandparents, the Lee and the Marodama, who gave us the privilege. That is why I call this guy on the screen here, Ndirinda, I call him my brother in blood. I call him Sidomi. My grandpa and his grandpa, they share a blood, and it could be done literally. The tariqa لأنه بتعامل به قال ناس يربوا الدم because of the complication of whatever happening nowadays. It shouldn't be that way, but it could be done symbolic, but you have to maintain it, you have to respect it. And the idea, it is simple. Two people that they want to elevate their friendship to a different level. So they become one family by two parties. Most of the time is done by the male side of the family. They come together. They will bring a witness, somebody to witness that relationship, and they cut a blood stream. Baladi, it sounds unhealthy, but this is how it is done. بيجيبوا شهود يقعد كل زول بيقطع بأي جزء في جسمه يطلع منه دم. بيجيبوا الفولة الواحدة حباية بتاعت فولة لأنه فيه 2 فول ده بيفقعوا بيطلعوا حبة بتاع فول بيلتقوه. أمسحوا في الدمي. I give it to Daniel. He will eat it, swallow it. الشهود بيشيل الحباية بتاع فول التاني بيقطعوا الدم بتاع دانيال. Touch it with the blood. I eat it. So this is a covenant. It is not necessarily to be done that way, but still symbolically people can sit down and have such commitment. This is now the two family. They will never marry from each other. They will never get into conflict, war, or to do anything against each other. But strategically, if there is enemy attack one of the family, then they will stand together. In terms of productivity, to cultivate together, to do few things, they share them. But the generation and generation, they will never get married from each side. And you will never betray you are in blood to go and have an affair with his wife or with her husband. You will never do such thing because it will impact you. It may well lead to simple thing, the most popular one, maybe you will lose your sight, or leprosy will hit you. And this is whereby people can know, oh, he did something wrong with his in blood, you know, when there is such infidelity. So this is a great relationship. Our ancestors, they experience it, and Brother Ndirinda here and I, we maintain it because this is something we inherited from our grandfathers, our fathers, they maintain it. We are carrying it, and now our children, they continue to call themselves in blood, so it will go from generation to generation. So there is other means, which is business interaction, you know, other project, but this social fabric, we can build it based on those main three pillars. I will be sharing the link here if somebody want to come in to add their perspective, or otherwise I will start wrapping it up. So in my opinion, I believe the way forward, so that to have peace and reconciliation, settlement, Republic of South Sudan, we need to start stitching our social fabric, fixing it, move on. If few of us can take this initiative, al-ashar al-mawjudin hina, if two of us can implement it, I think we are making change. Don't worry, al-assassin, whatever. We may disagree to agree, but still, this is the message that I decide to share with my people, and I am somebody with a strong interest. I keep repeating al-kalam da al-assassin, no. I want to see, yes, I want to shuf Junub Sudan settling. Junubiyin are living side to side. They harmonize their relationship, they can tolerate each other. This is whereby they will be able to continue to maintain this relationship. Manad the fursa to those people, those of Salva Kiir, Mitat al-Hizb al-Ajnabi, to demagogue us, to divide and conquer us. Our people are smarter than that. They know what they are up to. So if you like the message, invite family member, share it with friends. Maybe they will pick something out of it. So those are few steps. And please, whoever is watching with us, don't feel discouraged that 8 of you are here or 13 of you are here. I hope somebody is getting message out of this conversation. That is the most important thing. It is not about how many people crowded are here, okay? But it is about who is benefiting. So let us start it somewhere. Slowly, others will come and join. And let me welcome my dear sister Tina here. Sister Tina, good to see you. Welcome. I started almost an hour, 20 minutes now. I'm about to wrap it up. So if somebody want to come and give their perspective, that will be great, because it is Let Us Talk. The show called Let Us Talk, not Let Me Talk. Let us talk, all of us, you and I. This is our platform. Let us exchange idea. If you have something to add to this conversation from your perspective, bring it in. If you are against it also, I will listen to you, and I have a counter argument back to you. So please use the link. It is on the screen. Bring your perspective. Let us learn from each other. While I'm waiting for some reaction here, let me say this. I started this conversation for those who just joined us. I believe I divided this conversation into 4 episodes. Episode 1, I did talk about the injustice in South Sudan. What went wrong? What are the form of injustice? Few people came in, I believe a couple of people they came in, they gave their perspective. The second episode, we did talk about the forgiveness, why we have to forgive each other, from a religious perspective, from a social perspective, from even well-being, from our health-wise. It is good. You have to forgive who did you wrong, okay? Because carrying grievances, carrying grudge inside your heart, that will impact your health. Whenever you see that person, وجع قلب قاعد يعملك وانت تعبان وضربات قلبك ماشي فوق ومش عارف ايه وكلام ده كله بيضرك. لكن when you forgive them, you just change your attitude. Instead of being negative, having a negative emotional towards them, you flip it. You decide to be positive. Al-Musameh Karim, you carry on. Now, when they see you, بيتعبهم. If they are not courageous enough, على أساس إنه to come around and ask for forgiveness, just let it go. Because also from a religious perspective, as Christian, the Bible teaching us God is love. When the disciple, they asked Jesus, how many times I have to forgive my brother? He said, not 70 times 7. And with my limited knowledge, or with my humble knowledge, the number 7 stands for infinity in the Bible. When they reflect to anything that is 7, it is infinitive or it is a completion. رمز بتاعت الكمال. ما بيعني إنه 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. And نفتكر it goes back لأنه الكمال ربنا قدر إنه يخلق الكون بما فيه الإنسان في 7 يوم. كمل كل حاجة. تب قفله تحت وفوق. موية سمك تمساح كلب جاموس كله ماشيين في 7 يوم. That is why the Bible always refer to الرقم 7 للكمال. So when you have grudge, you never forgive your brother, your sister, then you create a hurdle. It is blocking your blessing. It is blocking. Blessing will never trickle because God wants you to be pure-hearted. And He said, forgive your brother. So that to qualify yourself, you ask for forgiveness from the Heavenly Father. How are you going to ask for forgiveness from the Heavenly Father while you are not willing or not ready to forgive your brother or sister who is sitting next to you? So that was the part of the forgiveness. We need to forgive each other, but it doesn't mean that we are giving them slap on back or on their wrist to say, yeah, no, go, no. Those who commit crime, war crime, crime against humanity, there will be a hybrid court whereby they are innocent till they prove guilty. When there is a government of an institution in our country, there is a justice system that will hold everybody accountable. So that dream will come through. Let us stay focused. Let us do our little single step here and there, and that will take us somewhere. Tonight I did talk about the bridge building, and mainly I did focus on 3 pillars. Pillar number 1 is friendship, and I did recommend whoever is watching the show, please look for your fellow South Sudanese friends on Facebook, because this is where we have a lot of friends. There is people that you never interact with them. Just make 5 phone calls. Try to talk to 5 people and get to know them. And especially those with a weird name that doesn't look like your name, or they don't seem like from your tribe or from your region. Because if as a Griguju I start looking for Nderinda and Tavur and what do you call it? even I forgot the buyer's name, whoever they are out there. So I'm not doing myself any good. I'm not doing anything to my people. So I have to open up to look for weird name that they don't sound familiar. It is hard to pronounce them. You know, look for them. Look for somebody with name McQuendit or Garquath or you know, somebody with the name Locoronio or whatever, some weird name. So, you know, get to know them and you can tell which name are South Sudanese name. This is the initiative. The second pillar, which is through the intermarriage, I did elaborate about it. I said a lot there about the intermarriage, you know. Yeah, my sister is helping me with tip. Bionjo, that's a buyer name. Yeah, you know, just make some new connection. Brother Martin is asking me, what is your take on those who grab other people's land by force and arm and are refusing to give back the land to the rightful owner? How do you expect the victim to forgive the aggression without case being resolved? Here is my conventional wisdom, Brother Martin. I know everything is renewable with the exception of the land, the solid land. They stop making them, they don't make them anymore. But as a matter of fact, we are losing lands every day because the oceans are eating the solid land on daily basis. And scientifically been proven, lands are shrinking every day. But in South Sudan, we have a lot. We have a lot that will accommodate, you know, I'm not good with geography, but will accommodate a lot of people. But let me give you this simple logic. I don't know which part of the globe you are. You are in America, you are in Canada, you are in Australia. I believe the most precious thing is the human life. All those things are symbolic. Even there is people with the land and the big thing, people get too emotional about it. Allah say, no, oh, this land, there is a grave of my father, my grandmother, my mom, my child been buried in that land. Okay. Yes, they took the land. But when you think about it from a logical perspective, if somebody came around today, I am not telling you to do this, maybe I will do something completely different. But if somebody came pointing a gun on my head, get out of this land or I will shoot your wife or shoot your child or kill your child, I believe with my conventional wisdom, I rather keep my family alive. He got the power of gun and willing to kill my child or to kill my wife or my family member, I will leave this land for him or for her. This is my take. Call me coward, call me whatever. As long as I am alive, I can acquire another land. I will be able to rebuild it. Even though if that land, it is a land where a grave of my dad or my mom or my grandpa is in it or on it. Because what is it? A grave of your loved one. Seriously, what are you going to do with the grave? As a Christian, we believe that when you die, you get enlightened body. Okay? You don't need it. You will rejoice in heaven with something completely different. Okay? So, let us say your grandfather or your grandma die in a sinking ship or in an aeroplane that crash, burn in the air or sink in the ocean or somewhere. It is something moral, it is something emotional. We get ourselves attached to it. And we go crazy when we think about, what do you call it, incrimination. You know, oh, الزول لما يموت لازم انه يدفنوه يعملوه قبر والهيلمان والحاجات الكبيرة. We are global citizens, we travel around the globe. That airplane crashed in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. ما خلاص, even there will be no chance for your family member على أساس إنه to come and see, على أساس إنه ده أول حتة الطيارة الفلاني Boeing 737 it crashed here. They will never have access. They will never have that privilege. Or a boat that sink like the Titanic and like those of whatever in Asia, those with submarine, the 53 crew. Everything disseminate. So let us not to be too emotional to those little things. Yes, everybody will fight from. I keep saying it, I will fight for. I love my ancestor land and I have to die for it. But does it worth dying? ما ممكن نمشي دهر جبل كير ولا دهر جبل شنو ورا هناك. I will be able to get another land and I will build it and I will continue to live. Because there is nothing more valuable than human life. Wherever you are living, I am living in Canada here, if there is a fire, first thing I will make sure my family member I save. My kids, my wife, I will push them out through the door. I'm not living in a luxurious house. I don't have that value thing more than my kids, more than human life. So therefore, let us not to get too emotional. Ancestor land, oh the kubur bitaumi, ukam nas kubur bitaum mahatum bono of raso, everything disappear. What are you gonna do? Is your mother will curse you because you failed to protect her grave? Or she will bless you when you manage to protect those grandchildren, to protect your family, you give up the land. I'm not encouraging it. But when there is a conducive environment, there is a government of institution, there is a true justice system, all those land will be recovered, will go to the original owner one day, somewhat, as long as you have the evidence, you have the documentation, you have the neighbors that can come from generation, they will come and attest. It will be recovered. But for now, No. Uh, you know, you are entitled to your own opinion. If you want to put me in a frame that I condone the legal land grab by powerful criminal, yes, for the safety of my family, yes, 100%. Let them take it. Let them take it all. Even though if I have a high-rise building, okay, with 100 stories, or a mansion with swimming pool or whatever, let them take it. Illegally, let them take it. But I will not sacrifice a life of my family member because of that land or because of that piece of property. This is my take. Yeah, illegally, it is happening, and whatever it is, by Matianganyor, by Dutkubeng, by Salfa San, by whoever, yes, Brother Martin, I will give it up, I will walk away. حتى لو إذا قالوا لي ما تشيل هدومك ولا تشيل حلة واحد بتاع من مدبك، ده احتلال بقوة بتاع السلاح. Yeah, I'll walk away as long as my family and we can exit peacefully. This is my take. Yeah, whoever wanna call me coward, we can make it somewhere. Yeah, I hope I did answer your question in depth. That is your take. You have the right to do whatever you want to do. Yeah. The topic you are discussing has a more of a legal perspective, and I think it is better to be discussed by those who can handle it well. I appreciate it, man. When I start my conversation, I never claim that I am the expert. I am a concerned citizen. I am giving my perspective. I want to live peace. In peace, I want my children, my grandchildren, to live in South Sudan someday. Okay? You disqualify me, that is your take. But I am wondering, if I am not qualified to discuss the topic, why you are wasting your time, my brother, sitting to somebody who know nothing about the topic. Nothing is personal. That is your opinion. Maybe you are somebody who is with the legal background, legal professional, you understand it well. But I am looking for a way how to have a foot in South Sudan someday. Okay, this is my take. But don't waste your time, please. Yeah, somebody who know nothing about the topic. You have been here from the very beginning, so no disrespect, you know, but that is your take. However you want to think about it, yeah, have a wonderful night. Thank you very much. Yeah, brothers and sisters, if somebody want to come in and give their perspective, they are more than welcome, but I don't want to go far away from my topic. I am sharing the little message that is out of those 15 here, maybe there is a couple people, one at least might agree with me. I'll say no, we have to find a way to rebuild this social fabric, because even those who are fighting. Ayo amal shakla kida. What happened? What happened? I did not reject. I posted the link. He want to come and make his counter argument. He can come, but maybe he prefer just to be behind the keyboard. ما في مشكلة. Yeah. Even كل الهروبات في الدنيا ده كان حرب العالمية الأولى ولا الثانية، حرب مصر مع إسرائيل، whatever war في South Africa، في Mozambique in Uganda، أو في South Sudan. At the end of the day, you will sit down على أساس إنه to have a dialogue. ما في مشكلة الحلو بقوة بتاع السلاح. ما في مشكلة بهيل نفسه بقوة بتاع السلاح. بعد الحرب ده كله تشاكله حتى انتصرت على الطرف الثاني، you will come and sit down على أساس إنه to have a dialogue. So but you know, you will never at the end of the day, unless you believe 100% على أساس إنه there is a specific group that you will never, you know, you don't want to live with them in that country, because there is people, they have this rigidity. قال إنه الناس فلان ده القبيلة الفلاني I will never live with them in the same country. والله هتموت زي الدبان بقلب سكن بس. No disrespect, okay? Because if this is the mentality, you are living in Australia, okay? There is a native Australian. Kawajadja, they manipulate them, they took their land, they did some, you know, compromise here and there. You came, you are living there, or you are in America, or I'm here in Canada, you know. If I can tolerate the native of this land, Kawaja, الجامن German, بكراهية بتاعهم بالنسبة للناس الأبيض، الإيطالي، الأمريكي، الفرنسي، البريطاني، whatever، الياباني، الهندي. I'm living with them side to side and I'm happy. بعتبر نفسي إنه I'm happy in this country. بما إنه we have seen there is police profiling us on regular basis. Okay, you accept it لأنه بيحصل من كواجا. Why not to be an agent of change, to bring a new reality? Ma Nuerawe, ma Denkawe, ma Makraka, ma Fajulu, ma Baka, aleno saken mai. Unless if I am inferior. Yeah, this is what I can say. Unless you are inferior, that is why you want to run away. You are not able to survive. You are not able to compete with others. That is why you get intimidated with them. And you think about, I want to run away. Then, for how long you will continue running away? I believe أي قبيلة من قبائل بتاع جنوب السودان, I can understand them, I can get along with them faster than إنه to try to live with Kawaja. If there is a good understanding, if there is a rule of law in place, وده مسؤوليتنا collectively على أساس إنه to apply and to implement that rule of the law. But if you are inferior, run away. Yeah. If you hate Nuer, in Australia you have Nuer with you. In America you have Nuer with you. In Canada you have Nuer with you. They are your fellow citizen. Come on, don't be hypocrites. If you don't like Dinka, ما في الدول ده كله Dinka موجودين with you. They are your fellow citizen with the same passport, American passport. They are African American. I don't want to to get hard on nobody. I was expecting at least I will get a different perspective. Somebody gonna come and say something, but if there is nobody going to come and add their perspective, let me say this at the end. جنوب السودان ده بلدنا كلنا، بيمثل الأقاليم الثلاثة، those three regions. We fought at a different front على أساس إنه this country to come to reality, to be a state. Yes, some of us decide to take advantage of the resources and to manipulate and to push others. But we can fight in a different way to bring a new reality to this country. It is our collective responsibility. We have to challenge those who did us wrong. We have to call for justice. But you cannot start putting hurdles before getting to where you will have access to reset everything, to start rebuilding government institution, starting with the security sector, because without fixing the security sector, always there will be people that will continue to use their group, their tribe or whatever to implement their agenda. But it is our responsibility so that we work collectively with those, even we are indifferent with them. We have to agree that this system in South Sudan failed. How are we gonna fix it? Are we gonna fix it with hate message? Are we gonna fix it? You cannot fix wrong with wrong. Yes, Salva Kiir, with his limited knowledge, his spectrum, he decided to rely on his tribal men and women so that to advance his own agenda. And the rest, they follow suit because they work for him, as Martin Elia put it. They work for him. So they are like a servant, they work at his pleasure. And they think more about their belly. Just they want to eat. They want to, fill their belly, that is all. Have access to those privileges. But they never worried about their own people in their backyard. As long as they have access to food, access to drink, so they are happy. But what kind of legacy they are gonna leave behind? This is the question they need to ask themselves. History will ask their kids, their grandkids, what your dad did for the country. And I will take example like we have somebody like Rizik Zakaria. Forget about the other region. I don't want to go there. What Rizik have done for his people? What is his legacy that he will leave behind for his kids? That one day, if he's gone, because all of us, we will go one day and we will leave our children behind. So what he's gonna leave for his kids, so that people of Western Bahr el Ghazal, they free teeth when they see a child that look like Rizik or with the name Rizik Zakaria. They will come and say, hey, your dad was a good man. Your dad did this one, did that one. Nothing. Animosity and living a dangerous environment for his kids. Yes, I am saying it. Because there is a lot of people with grudges. He abused and used his power against his own people. And I believe that one apply to many from other regions. I don't want to talk about them. It will depend on their people to judge them. If they are happy with their tribal men who are beside Kir, praising him, kissing his ugly shoes every day, it is your own. But I am one of the people. I will start with my bad one, who fail my people and fail us. So you and I, we are here. When that time comes, each and every one of us will go, will leave something behind. What have you done? When South Sudan at a crossroad, people are thinking about separation. There is a lot of power abuse going around. People are not happy. You know, what kind of fight you put? What is your footprint? What have you done to help that women who are suffering from being a rape victim in South Sudan? What have you done to mobilize your people, to give them hope? What kind of message you send it out there? Yeah, if you are a suicidal, you want to go and buy a couple grenades from Souk Jebel, and you go, and when you see that Salva Kiir what do you call it? Salva Kiir vehicle coming with his team, and you want to jump before that vehicle and you know, let go of that to hand grenade. It is who you are, you know. But we have a different front, we have a different message. But the most important thing, do little that you can do. If you have a rebel group that are fighting in the front with gun, with other means, so that to chase people who occupied your ancestor land, hey, that is another way of resistance. Yeah, there is a different front to fight from. So this conversation will continue. Next Wednesday, the same time, the same place, I will be talking about reconciliation and coexistence. What it will take, what need, so that we can reconcile and how we can coexist. I don't have the power to implement it, but there is few things that I will continue to work on it, because there is nothing tangible. There is no one here with me in Canada, even in Calgary, in my neighborhood here, that I can point finger at them with the evidence and to say, hey, you killed my relative in South Sudan, or you looted my uncle land, or you raped my niece, or you did whatever. So those people, they got nothing to do with what is happening in South Sudan. And most likely there is a chance we may end up in this country dying here without going to South Sudan, without seeing this land. But what am I going to lose if I have to fix my relationship with those people to hang out with them? So this is my humble message. And during this talk here, if I said anything that you felt you are offended, nothing is personal. The mushkila bta Junub Sudan, find a place in your heart to forgive me. لأنه أنا قلبي ميت, I am willing to forgive. So I hope you will be able to forgive me. Nothing is personal. And I never meant to belittle nobody, and I will never do it. It is just my opinion. It is something I've been doing, and people listen. There is few that appreciate it. That is why they are here. And also they go ahead and they share it, and they use it as a reference. They learn something out of it. So I hope I will continue to share a little knowledge that I have, to continue to enlighten our people, to create awareness, and to encourage them to have a civil conversation. Because if we can solve our differences in a civil way, mazen ino akwana fi Yorol, akwana fi Warab, akwana fi Tonj will continue. Biyaktuluna fi Sumfraz Bagar. Because they need somebody to go and educate them, and to give them basic of coexistence, understanding of civil education, so that they have to stop killing each other. Al-value bita insan agla min ayi bagar. And this is what I have been saying. You know, intinka lan yomiyan bimut shab itnain talata kalam bagar. And they never, even in this cross fight, they make sure they are extra careful not to kill a bagar, but they kill themselves. If not because al-diya بتحكيم إنسان في جنوب السودان $50. Okay? وبقر ما أعرف بقر بكم. So البقر أغلى من إنسان للأسف الشديد في الدولة بتاع الجهلة لأنه إحنا موجودين فيه. لكن one day لما إنه يكون في قيمة حقيقي بالنسبة لإنسان، أنت قتلت إنسان، الدية بتاعه ممكن إنه يفلسك، تدفع 300 بقر ولا تدفع 1000 بقر، حاجة خيالي. Then it will be deterrent. هيخوف ناس دل. أنا ماشي نقتل لي زول بقارة اللي عندي كله 45. When I kill somebody بالقيمة بتاع الدية بتاعه 1000 بقر ولا أقول 300 بقر ساكت. Where am I gonna get this bagar from? Mighty simple thing to be implemented. السلاطين ومش عارف ايه كلام بتاع قانون وانا ليل ذاته to be changed just a deterrent. You know, انت قتلت هزول دية بتاعت انسان 500 بقر. Don't you think this killing will stop? شكل فراس بقر. Let me get some reaction please on this screen. If you agree with me, say yes. Might is a simple thing. قتلت هزول ده 500 بقر. ما with the insurance. When you kill somebody, your premium will go up. And it will impact you to the extent sometimes you may not be able to get insurance to drive anymore. That is why everybody is driving careful. Inshallah can get homeless. دخل قدام عربية, you push your brake and you swear, you know. Yeah, you turn around, you make sure أحسن تمشي تصدم عربيتك في عمود بتاع كهرباء ولا أي حاجة لكن ما تصدم لك زول. And this is a serious experience. We have in Canada, we have a province with the name of British Columbia. في شركة واحد بس على مسؤول من التأمين بتاع السيارات معروف ب ICBC. شركة واحد بس في entire province مسؤول منه الحكومة. بيقول لك if you kill somebody انت ممكن تصدم اي زول تقتله، لكن لو اذا انت صدمت دكتور medical doctor no, your insurance will not cover it. So now it become a civil case, it become a criminal case. بتدخل في محكمة وتشد حيلك whatever الكرامة اللي فيه you have to handle it. الشركة بتاع تأمين will not cover you if you kill a doctor. لكن قتلت لك عسكري بتاع جيش ضابط محامي شنو whatever ما في مشكلة، لكن a doctor no. So بشكركم. Thank you very much for your interaction. Who came here on the keyboard. Your contribution are legit, is appreciated, and that is why the conversation keep going. Next week at the same place, 7:05 my local time, Mountain Time, North American time. We will have the episode 4. We talk about reconciliation and coexistence. What will be the conducive environment that we can coexist and tolerate each other. So thank you very much, and thank you, Brother Anderinda. We look forward also. We invite you this Saturday the 8th at 9:05 Mountain Time, 11:05 New York time. We will be celebrating Mother's Day, Western Hemisphere. I think we celebrate a couple months ago with Sudan or Junub Sudan because we are follower, but I believe the Western Hemisphere, I believe Canada will be celebrating, Australia will be celebrating, so we will be celebrating Mother's Day on Saturday. Zoom TV, come and hang out with us there. Let us celebrate our mothers, and also recognize those mothers who departure. So may the Almighty God rest their pure soul in peace, and also may God continue to bless all the mothers who are alive, because they have been doing an outstanding job. So yes, dunya karabu, lakin bukra bikun afdal. Yeah, tomorrow gonna be better. That is why we continue to live on that hope, and I am hopeful, and I'm very positive that tomorrow will be better. So God bless you all. Good night wherever you are. Good morning, good day. May God continue to bless you, and I appreciate your support, coming here, being present with your comment, with your interaction. So take care. God bless you. Bye bye. See you again.
Wata taligo bet geniste no pera Ukani taligo mara ruwa takul fesip talia Ukani taligo rayen ruwa takul fesip talia Wata karabuye mata keling alekevu Mutugi wajah